Hello, everyone. You're listening to the Locking Your Success Trading Performance podcast with Master Trading Performance Coach John Locke, where it's all about real traders, real problems, and real coaching. And today I'd like to talk to you about what's currently happening in the market and what your plan is to take advantage of the many opportunities that are presenting themselves even as we speak. So as of this recording, the S&P 500 is down 650 points or 20% in 15 days. And while we have had larger percentage moves and we've also had similar point moves, we have never had a point move even close to this magnitude in this short amount of time. The point magnitude we're dealing with as of today is very similar to the drop we had at the end of 2018, but instead of happening over a period of 3 months, it happened over a period of less than 2 weeks. And it looks like we may have further to go. So thank you, Mr. Coronavirus. Now, the stock market has been what I would call extremely overextended for quite some time now. And a lot of people, including myself, have been waiting for a substantial crash for years. In fact, I thought that the market was due for a crash in 2016, and I pulled a substantial amount of my money out of my long stock portfolio. That was back when the SPX was at 2050. And at first, it seemed like a good thing to do. And it looked like I was right. The market did go down. It went down quite a bit, but not nearly as much as I had expected it to. So when it took off again, here I am sitting on all this cash, and the market is higher than it was when I initially exited. Now, I figured no problem, right? I'll just wait till it comes back down. So I waited, and I waited. Well, 4 years later, the SPX has gone from 2,000 to about 3,400, I think it topped out at. And, I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting for my big chance. And in the meantime, I missed out on probably 50% growth on that money. Now, I did have the opportunity or other opportunities to get back into the market. We had a big down move early in 2018. We had an even bigger down move in late 2018 into early 2019, right? And now it looks like an even bigger down move this time. So the question becomes, when am I going to reinvest this money? How much of a down move is it going to take? And what is my plan should the market never hit that number? Is my plan to spend the rest of my life in cash? I don't know. This is where proper planning and having the right mindset come into play. I see so many traders who have waited for years and years to get into the markets because they're waiting for this correction or they're waiting for some sort of a market crash to happen, but they never really define their entry point. Instead, they're waiting for a feeling, usually for a feeling of security or safety or something like that in order to pull the trigger and get in. Sure, I know they have all the best intentions in the world of getting in when their opportunity comes, but when that opportunity does come, they don't recognize it. The news is awful. Everybody's panicking. And that atmosphere certainly doesn't promote a feeling of safety. So they wait and they wait. I don't want to get in now. Maybe the market will go even lower. I have to wait until the absolute bottom. I don't want to get in and potentially lose a little bit of money. So they're waiting, and then we get a huge bounce. Shit, I missed it. That's okay. I'll get in when the market comes back down again. So you wait, and it doesn't. It keeps going up. So what do you do now? Do you get in at the risk of it coming back down? I mean, we just went through a market crash, and yeah, the market's back up a little bit, but things are still a little uncertain. Things are still a little scary out there. The news isn't all good yet. So do you get in now, or do you wait until the news clears up, until the market is once again overextended, at a point where you'll then again be reluctant to get back into the market because, hey, it's due to come down again. Now, this issue is typically created by a combination of poor planning and a poor mindset. In other words, the trader typically doesn't have a well-defined plan of when to add cash back into the market, or if they do have a plan, they don't follow it. So instead of having a logical thought out plan to create financial freedom, they're leaving their financial future up to the whim of the moment by moment emotional state that they happen to have at any given time, which I can tell you based on experience doesn't tend to turn out well. So here we are once again in the midst of a market correction. Now, I wouldn't call this a crash just yet. I mean, it may look like one if you were to look at a 1-year daily chart of the SPX. However, if you were to zoom that chart out to, say, a 20-year monthly time period, and you were to take a look at the SPX chart, as of today, the move that we had looks like a normal pullback within a very strong uptrend. It looks bullish. So that brings up the question, is this the once-in-a-lifetime crash we've been looking for? Like the crash we got in 2008? At this point, I'd say no, or at least not yet. I'd say the real opportunity, or once-in-a-lifetime type of opportunity in the stock market right now is with the SPX down at maybe the level of 2000. However, that doesn't mean that today is not presenting a great opportunity. Look, in 2016, I was waiting for my opportunity. I got out of the market, I was waiting for the crash and my opportunity to get in so that I could make a lot more money. I thought the market was going lower. My opportunity never came. Today with this move, I also think the market is likely to continue going lower. But I also realize that this virus scare and the oil price war that we're having right now, this could be the best opportunity that we're going to see for the next 10 years to get into the market and make some really good money. I don't know. Nobody knows. But what I do know is that some of us are running out of time. And if we don't make a clear decision on when to take advantage of potential opportunity, and if we don't take the risk of potentially losing, we'll die never knowing how great we could have been. So that being the case, I encourage you to decide where opportunity is in the marketplace, make a plan, and decide today to go for greatness. And that is what I have for you today. I encourage you to visit us at lockingyoursuccess.com and check out our pro membership so that you too can break through barriers and make quantum leaps in your trading and in your life. Thank you for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you on the next Trading Performance podcast. Hey, if you enjoyed listening to this podcast, you have to check out my Trading Performance membership, where we take all this material to the next level. We study it and we apply it to bring our trading performance to peak levels. Simply go to tradingperformancepodcast.com, that's one word, tradingperformancepodcast.com, to receive information on how you too can become involved and improve your trading. I look forward to seeing you there.